Hello vlog. Okay guys, so I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent with recording the content for the YouTube channel so you guys can really see what goes hand in hand with having a small six-figure business or being a small business owner. So I can really like show you guys everything that we do, everything that goes into it, because for the most part, I really just go with the motions. Like I typically work Wednesday and Sunday night, and I do all the embroidery, edit the collars, pack up the orders, but I never really film any of the content of me doing it. And people often ask like, you know, what all goes into it, how much work do you have to do? And I never film anything unless I'm intentionally trying to film it. So I'm trying to get a little bit better about filming the process so you can like, you know, follow along with me and see how I get the work done and what goes all into it, because being a business owner is fun, but it's very hard. First, y'all know I have to get a little bit of motivation because that's just who I am, okay? My small business is ran in my two-car garage. And yeah, so my embroidery machines are here, my tables. We have an office upstairs where we get a lot of our work done too, like whether like the content creation or just any extra work we need to get done, we can get upstairs in the office. But for the most part, all of like the inventory and everything, like we pretty much hold all that stuff down here and a little bit of that stuff upstairs. So it's pretty cool, but hopefully a warehouse coming soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. That's why I'm gonna start vlogging in advance so you guys can kind of like follow along with our process as you see as our business grows, especially as the Lord continues to bless our business. I kind of want to show like what we really do and how you can do it too. I'm gonna work from like 8 to maybe like 11. And in between all this time, I'm going to be embroidering collars, I'm going to be editing collars, packing up orders, harnesses, leashes. I'm excited to show you guys what we're doing. I'm gonna be a little bit more consistent. Hopefully I can drop a YouTube video every week. If you're a small business owner seeing this, or if you're just like one of our loyal customers that come through, returning customers to watch our stuff, you can either see the whole process or you can get inspired to even start your own small business. So, you know, look at my baby. Isn't she not cutie? Yes, she is. You guys can hear me pretty clearly. My fan is going. It's gonna get a lot cooler in here because it's getting darker. So, and you may ask, why would I move my office from out of my inside of my home to my garage? But we honestly needed more space for it. So it's really looking like we're gonna need a warehouse a lot sooner than later. We have a big batch of inventory on the way. And yeah, so this is the most tedious part of the whole thing. Out of everything that I have to do, this is the most tedious part. And honestly, I don't know, like these are literally $5,000 machines, and the machine itself, they stop, they act weird. Sometimes they just don't want to embroider sometimes they just want off days. So it's really annoying when you're trying to work and the machine itself says, you know what, I don't feel like working today. So yeah, for y'all to be as expensive as y'all are, you would think that they would run a little bit smoother. So I don't know. But I'm gonna clean these machines out and y'all just gonna watch me do it. It's very tedious, but I have to get it done so I can get started. So, as by no means am I a blogger or a YouTuber, so this is very new to me. Our business just has a YouTube channel, so I'm trying to get a little bit more consistent with making the content on here, because as you guys can see, if you don't know about our page, y'all can check us out on Instagram at Summit Hound, and actually I think it's the Summit Hound on Instagram, and TikTok is Summit Hound. So we Shopify on the laptop. I have 104 orders I have to fulfill. Y'all, we get a lot of orders every day, okay? I want to say that we probably get about 10 to 15 orders every single day. Wednesday to Sunday or Sunday to Wednesday, it's always so many that have added up. At least 50 orders have been added in those 4 days. So it's like an ongoing work process. So we're gonna eventually need to hire somebody, which I'm really excited about, so I can do other things. For all of our embroidery, we're gonna use some basting adhesive. This is going to actually get the collar to stay. I put that down, just like that. And then I'm going to put the clamps, add up the design, put the design on here. I should have this more flat. That's a risk, but you know, it's a risk I'm willing to take because I've already set it up. Hit that, and then you're good to go. Then Colton can go ahead and get started. Okay, so both machines are now going, so that is cool. This design is only gonna take about 6 minutes. This design is gonna take about 10 minutes. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna force myself to be productive. So usually what I do during this time, I watch a movie. I really actually wanna watch Star Wars. I'm gonna fulfill some orders and pack some orders. I actually don't wanna do this right now, but yeah, so let's get into that part next. One thing I definitely will say though, with having a small business that most people don't even realize, is that having a small business is hard. You know, having the tedious process of having to deal with, you know, customers. You can't please everybody. That was like the biggest and hardest wake-up call I had to realize when it came to running and operating my small business. You know, everybody cannot be pleased. Even if you try to go above and beyond, you can't make everybody satisfied. So of course, if you're a small business owner and you're seeing this message, like, don't feel any way if you're not pleasing every single person. Some people are just not going to be satisfied, regardless of if you fix a solution, find a resolution for them or anything like that. That was the biggest pill for me that I had to swallow. And we are a faith-based business, so we do try our hardest to make sure that we are treating people with, you know, the proper care that they deserve. We're not, like, you know, tricking people out of their money by any means. Just be mindful that, you know, we are a small business and we try to work as hard as we can. I would much rather do this though than have a 9-to-5, which I used to have. I have more time to have, like, spend time with my daughter and just be there for her. Hopefully when we get our warehouse, I want more rows, because eventually, again, we do have more inventory on the way. And I'm just like, man, like, where are we gonna store all this stuff? Like, you know, our business is just like moving so much. And I'm like, wow, like, it's just so crazy how the Lord has blessed us and how our business has grown so much within less than 2 years.
Y'all see the stack of collars I just did? That took me about 4.5 hours to do. I think I got close to almost 40 collars total. But I'm going to go ahead and fulfill some of these packages and take them up. I'm only gonna do half and half because we get a receipt for pretty much every order that we send out at the moment. Okay guys, so in total, I got 100 orders out. I had to split it up into 2 shipments. So I'm taking the second shipment now. I took the first shipment like 2 days ago. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.